I think we are now I can't even talk. I think we're now live. And just going to check out a couple of maps in Skater XL in anticipation for the game to officially release in just a couple of days on all platforms. I know that skateboarding isn't the most enjoyed by everybody that I know, but it's definitely one of my favorite games. So I thought that I would try that out. And the whole damn YouTube thing again. And this map here, which is a testing facility called HUD Shit. It's obviously not going to be called HUD Shit. Is going to be one of the official maps at launch. So I'm actually just checking this out for the first time. And we'll just see how it goes. Just a simple little skate park. It's got nice textures. It's got that worn look to it. Hello. How are you? Not that you have to, but I'm just curious if you've managed to follow me on Twitch if you ever did want to see me live stream on there, as that is my preferred platform to stream on. This is more of a kind of a test. I sort of flip-flop between both. I'm good. Are you going to play? I might a little bit. I'm kind of a little bit all over the place in general. I'm still on Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, okay. I don't know if you need one to watch people, but yeah. Whatever. I just thought I would mention it. That's all. If you ever get one, if you want to, feel free. I only have 18 followers on there. I had 19. I was close to 20. I must have drove someone crazy with all my rambling, and they're like, forget this guy. Click. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. I've been playing video games for 37 years by myself without anyone watching, so it's nothing new. Yeah, so this is a very simple park, but nice. Oh yeah, just if you want to. There's a lot of other amazing streamers on there. That's the thing about, I think I've mentioned this before when you checked me out the other day there, as to why I like Twitch so much. I know I keep going on about it, but it is, in my humble opinion, a much better platform. I really believe that. Cranked up the volume just a bit. Wow, you've been playing games years before I was... Oh, yeah. I'm an old bastard. Definitely old. Don't ask me what that was. I don't know what that was. But again, the appeal with YouTube is real simple. If I got a lot of views, I can get paid. Every view adds, you know what I mean? It all adds up. And compared to Twitch, I'm already established on here. I can't barely get 1 or 2 people on Twitch. And I know it takes a while. It could take a while. But it's definitely... I've talked about this before. It's definitely a lot harder to get a social gathering, at least I think so, on Twitch than it is on YouTube. And the simple way to prove that for myself is the following. When I first started on YouTube, like when I had like 2 subscribers on YouTube, like just a year and a half ago. Am I gonna make it? Nice. That was clean. Sorry, let me read. I found a greedy streamer and donated them 10. Looks like a window. It looks like an icon of a window, which is barely anything, and it was funny to see their reaction. I've had people donate me 50 cents. I like that just as much as $10. It's the fact that you actually took the time to do that. And if 2 million people donated me 50 cents, fuck, I'd be a millionaire. If people think I'm annoying, they want to get rid of me, pay me. The whole world gets together, chip in 50 cents. I'll retire. You know? But, yeah, so the thing with YouTube, it's real simple. A year and a half ago, when I started doing this, it didn't take me a week and a half to get views on my videos. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. So on YouTube, when Red Dead Redemption 2, I know I keep talking about this all the time. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and I was like, you know what? I'm starting this shit. That's it. This is it. I'm doing this. And the first day, I was getting a couple of hundred views a day. A couple of hundred views. Well, maybe not a day, but I was getting maybe 20, 30 views a day. Now, 20, 30 views. What's 20, 30 views? That's nothing to brag about. Okay, but within a week, I was getting 50, 60 views a day. On Twitch, I'm getting 1 view a day. You see where I'm going with this? Do you want $1 or do you want $60 a day? 1 or 60? Do you want to go 1 mile an hour or 60? It's a huge difference. And no, I'm not a cokehead. I just got really bad allergies. I'm trying not to sniff. Ah, go ahead. Interrupt all you want. I'm used to talking to myself. You know what I mean? People say there's medication for that, but no, I'm used to that. So I actually like this map. Just thought I'd clarify that this is an official map that's coming out in 2 days. This game comes out in 2 days. Oh, that's fine. That'll be greatly appreciated. Yes, by the way, Red Dead Redemption 2 is very much well optimized for PC. I don't have the strongest computer, and I'm able to... now, don't laugh, because I'll see if you're laughing. I can get, hear me out, 30 frames, rock solid 30 frames on ultra maximum extreme settings. I cannot quite get the game to hit 60. She's a whore. I can get it to run at 44, 52 frames, but it jumps a little bit. That gets a little jarring. This... What? What kind of voodoo magic are you doing to get 60? What, you got it on ultra low? You have it looking like pastel drawing? How do you... Looks like the game might have crashed. Hello from Puerto Rico. Great channel, thank you. So this is another new map called Port Marseille. It's French. Je suis français. Oui, oui. So I thought I'd check this out as well. There we go. Now we're talking. How the hell am I supposed to jump over that? Normally I do... What? Wait, what? Hello, Mohammed. How are you? I don't shout out at people. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. I'm used to sometimes watching other people, and then someone will be like, and a shout out to John or whoever, and I'm like, what are they shouting? Like I don't know the meaning behind it. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I don't think I'm popular enough to be able to shout out and bring awareness or attention to someone. I have an 100 for a regular and 60 for... What? Sorry, i7, yeah. RTX 970. Hey, that's the graphics card I had that I just got rid of. Well, I mean, a shout out in the sense of like, hey, I think it's more like a... I mean, I shout out everyone technically when I'm like, hey, Radu. Hello, yakisoba, you know? Like, to me, that's technically kind of shouting out because I just shouted out their name. I just didn't really yell out their name, so I wasn't really shouting. That was me trying to be funny and being a smartass all at the same time. That probably didn't work, but that's okay. That's the whole idea. I want people to say, man, what the hell was that? That was cringy as shit. That's okay, though. As long as you're talking about me, I don't care if it's good or bad. You're talking about me. You remember me. Would it run okay since I'm pretty interested in the game? No, this man is iron ass. I don't know about his ass, but okay, so when I had your computer ready... Sorry, I'm getting distracted there. That's okay. I am trying to play the game, but focus on the chat as well. Hi, Phil from an Italian fan. Hello. Lorenzo, if I pronounced that properly. People always have these nice names I can't seem to pronounce properly. My phone's battery's at 2%. I'll be going... Well, that's... Charge your phone. Plug and play. So yes, the game would run fine on your computer. I had it on like medium-ish high for Red Dead Redemption 2 with the specs that you described. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to play out well. Anyways, off topic for a second. Pot Margarel, if anyone even cares about this game. I know I keep repeating it, it's just new people are coming into the chat. This game is officially coming out in a couple of days, and this is one of the community-created maps, and I just think it looks nice. It's not a massive map, but the textures look nice. It's very artistic. The ground, like just the textures, the lighting, the sky, everything. It looks good. Not all maps are created equal in this game. Some maps can look like a pile of hot shit. There's just no nice way of saying it. Yeah, no problem. So, yes, Red Dead Redemption... How the hell do I have 9 people in here already? So, Red Dead Redemption 2 would play well on those settings. Medium-ish high. You'd have to really tweak with your settings because there's a lot of settings to tweak with. And you'll play it at... Okay. And you'll play it at 30 frames a second. Now, you got to hear me out for a second because there might be some of you out there that are like, did this guy just seriously say 5 minutes ago that he had rock solid 30 frames? There's nothing solid or smooth about 30 frames. 30 frames and 60 frames? Come on, let's be real. We all know the difference. Thanks, I gotta go. A friend called me to go out with him. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so in other words, only get the game on PC for Red Dead Redemption 2. If, let me go back to the other map, sorry. I wanted to get back into it a little bit more. If you're hung up with using trainers, which I'll admit I like using, sometimes infinite ammo, infinite health, go on a rampage, and you want to use the mouse and keyboard, and you maybe want to play the game in first person. That is why I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 for the second time. Right? So first on the PS4 Pro with the controller at 30 frames, and then I bought it on PC on a sale. Now, what I meant by smooth 30 frames, you might be thinking, as opposed to jarring, jittery 30 frames? Yes. I don't know what it is, and I'm going to try to explain it, which I'm not good at doing. I've played games that are locked at 30 frames. Believe me, I ain't got 30 friends. And you could feel it's 30 frames. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can feel it's 30 frames. You're moving around, and you're just kind of like, you know, you're just moving, and you could feel that 30 frames. And then sometimes something happens that's kind of weird and a little bit hard to explain. And you'll play a game like Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC, locked at 30 frames. But it doesn't feel sluggish. It doesn't feel slow or hard on the eyes, or... I'm talking from a perspective of someone that might be a bit of an elitist that's used to only playing 60 frame a second games. And then you drop down to 30 frames on Red Dead. It's a very pleasant experience, in my opinion, compared to other games I've played that I could feel the 30 frames more. I know it doesn't seem to make much sense because it's either 30 frames or it isn't. But it's just the way it is. I think I broke a streaming record with a skateboarding game. 10... And I just smacked my head off a post. 10 concurrent viewers. It's a record. That's it. I did it. I must have streamed 100 times in my life, and I don't think I ever got over 7. So that's interesting. But it might be some of the people that follow me. When the lasso a person to the tracks and watch them get hit by a train, gang. Oh, yeah. I've lassoed a couple of people. Put them on the train tracks. Pretty brutal stuff. Whoops. Anyhow, this map is pretty cool. It's pretty simple. There's not like a lot to it. But I mean, it's just nice to mess around with it. And once again, Nutcracker right there. This is a map that's going to be officially launched in a couple of days. So that's nice. Another one that I really enjoy that's getting the official developer touch on release date in a couple of days is the map called Streets. Hello from Straya. What part of the world is that in? You make sure to do that often, yeah. It is fun. There's so much stuff you can do in Red Dead Redemption 2. I compare it a lot to Grand Theft Auto 5 for obvious reasons. It's a Rockstar open world game. You know, I almost thought Australia, but I was like, let me just keep my mouth shut and just ask rather than guessing and then potentially not guessing properly. Ooh, I don't know if that's possible for me to grind that. I also run people, well, I'll make sure I stay on your good side. Oh, there we go. Nice. See? That was clean. Now watch me trip over a leaf. Yeah, of course. Of course that had to happen. Again, the textures in this map are pretty nice. I know I've talked about it a couple of times. With photorealistic background. Because realistically, it's a real photo. See? I know I've talked about this before. But I like when people do this. They give you like a virtual, whatever, surround. I don't even know what you call this. A full 360 VR-like picture. And then they take their map that they've designed and they plop it on there so that when you're playing the game and you see the buildings in the background, you see the sky and just the world in general in the distance, and you think, wow, those graphics look real. Well, it's because it's real. It just doesn't move, obviously. Anyways, it's nice with the immersion. Hello, YouTube, and today we are going to commit train murder. Oh, yeah, that's what you've done on your channel? By strapping McFarlane's Rancher to the tracks, yeah. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, when I compare it to Red Dead, I think the only thing I wish that Red Dead, or Grand Theft Auto 5 did a little differently is add more chaos. And what I mean by that is a little bit like San Andreas, where you have a better chance of randomly running into people that are hostile. Right? That was a failure. No one plays Grand Theft Auto 5 just to cruise around and have a bunch of scared people running away. You're playing that shit because you want to be loud, you want to be violent. And yeah, Chinatown is amazing. No matter where you go, there's stuff going on in Chinatown. During a mission, no mission, something's going on. Whereas in Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm talking about the... Don't ask me what that was. Obviously, talking from the single-player perspective. There ain't shit going on in Grand Theft Auto 5. Unless you purposely piss off the cops That's the only thing that you can do. And that, to me, gets boring. Like, absolutely... Don't ask what that was. So I wish they made it like Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2, whether you're on a mission, you're post-game, pre-game, in the middle of the game, it doesn't matter. Just roaming around. Let's see what that was. I might use that as a replay later. I do goofy shit like that sometimes. Where I'm like, you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. I'll make sure when you play the game, I'll come right up behind you and I'll push you. Right off your skateboard. And this is what you get. Oh, it's like a pile driver. That looked like it hurt. Yes, Johnny, this map will be in 1.0. Yeah. It's called Streets. Me punched NPC. F this shit, I'm out. Yep. So anyhow, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2, there's always stuff going on. You can just roam around and do absolutely nothing. There's either wolves that are going to try and eat you, people that are going to try and rob you and shoot you, ambush you. Ah, yeah, have a seat. There you go. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Not so much with that, though. Not enough speed. Anyhow. Yeah. There's a mod on PC for Grand Theft Auto 5 that allows you... Holy cow. That allows you to have random events occur where the ballas will randomly be in certain spots of the game. Almost. And they try to kick your ass. It makes the game world feel alive and dangerous. I know I can do this. There we go. That's it. That's what I was trying to do. That was the transition or the sequence or whatever you want to call it I was trying to do. But yeah, so that's why... Oh, yeah, I heard that. I remember when San Andreas came out. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's censored in Japan, I think. Yeah. They have some, you know, some unique laws, as some other countries do. I think like Iran and a few other places sometimes have certain games that are just like flat out illegal. Yeah. Whoops. I completely butchered. I don't even know what I was trying to do here. Yeah, I screwed that up. Anyhow, I will be thinking... Oh, almost had it. There we go. Aw, come on. Just like a real skateboarder. You have like a sequence you want to do. And sometimes it could take them days, hours, many broken bones to finish the sequence they're trying to do. Not going so good. I might play some Call of Duty. Now, before you all run off, that's it. I did it. I can leave on a high note. Yesterday, I did some stuff. Yeah. I did some stuff in Call of Duty yesterday before everyone's like, oh no, not Call of Duty, quick. This guy sucks, run. I changed my sensitivity to my mouse in the game. Anyways, I've already done that sequence. I don't need to do it again. And it's made me, I don't know if I want to use the word better, but I was getting more kills. Instead of averaging 2 to 4 kills a match, I played a couple of matches yesterday and I was getting like 17, 20 kills a match. I was still at the bottom of the list. And the scoreboard, fuck the scoreboard. I don't care about the scoreboard. Am I having fun? Yes. Was I getting more kills than I was dying? Yes. And ultimately, really, that's all that mattered to me. Hello, Miss Gamer. Yeah. Anyhow, so I was playing Hardpoint. So I've talked to people about this before where I don't really like Team Deathmatch. I feel it's a little too all over the place. Not too bad, you? So I feel like when I play Team Deathmatch in Call of Duty, I'm going to be going to Call of Duty in a minute there. Just kind of test out a few rounds, see what happens. I've already been playing this for a half hour. I'm surprised there's this many people watching, to be honest with you. I broke a streaming record. I have never hit 2 digits in the amount of concurrent viewers I had on YouTube. So it's a record. And it was done with, arguably, definitely not the most popular game in the world. It's not Fortnite. It's not PUBG. It's not Call of Duty. It's fucking Skater XL, a game that, no offense, most people probably don't even know. There's a nutcracker right there. Modern Warfare. I'm a head out. I'm on conductor duty in 5 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Can't even talk. For stopping by. And if you ever get a Twitch, let me know. As I said, that is kind of in the future where I want to head. But YouTube is nice because I already have a small following. Out of curiosity, the people that are in here, are these... Sounds good. Are these people that you already know me from YouTube because you're subscribed to me, or did you randomly find me? Because I am curious as to how... as to how that works. Because when it comes to the tags, I don't actually have any game tags in. Because I play random games. And that's one of the things about YouTube I don't like. If you're someone like me who likes to switch out games a lot, it's not all that pleasant in that regards. Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah, I was just kind of curious. Well, yeah, because you're sub to me. Yeah, I'm just curious if the 7 to 10 people that are in here are watching because they got a notification because they're subscribed to me. Or, yeah, I was just kind of curious, that's all. It wasn't a trick to make sure you subscribe, because I don't think there would be anybody in here that's not subscribed. I wouldn't think so. Just because I don't know how you would find me. Ah, okay, cool. Perfect. Oh, let me turn that down. On my end. It's funny now. I was at 11 viewers, now we're down to 7. They're like, uh-oh, he's playing Call of Duty. We're gone. Because I don't do well at this game, but I did a couple of things yesterday with my mouse settings. And I was playing a different gaming mode. Like I was saying, I don't like Team Deathmatch because there's no... What's the word I'm looking for? There's no... I don't even know what the fuck was that? Did my game just straight up crash? Of course it did. But of course it did. Wow, that's actually the first time that happens. Whatever. And there's no... I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. There's no pattern. There's no goal. Just run around, shoot each other. And although that's a lot of fun... No, I don't want to run it in safe mode. But domination is a match type that I like, because there's structure. I think that's the word I was looking for. where there's 3 locations you know people are going to be at because they're trying to hold the objective, right? Anyhow, with Hardpoint, it's kind of like Domination, but it's one point that randomly keeps changing that you got to defend and attack. So, keeps you guessing. But it's that one clusterfuck area where you know there's going to be people. It's not spread out to 2, 3 different areas. And to me, that's kind of cool. Okay, for real. I don't know what's going on. I've never had that happen before. Interesting. Inter-fucking-sting. That didn't make any sense, but it did to me. I'm going to exit out of that program. We're going to reload it. Just wait a second. I mean, if it doesn't work, I'll just, play another game for a little bit there. I don't know how much longer I'll be around for, but anyhow, the whole frickin' point was I did okay. I did okay in Call of Duty yesterday. I had some of my best matches in history yesterday. So that was kind of nice. I reduced the sensitivity from 12 to 10 on the mouse cursor because I felt like my mouse, like let's say that's someone's head right here, right? I felt like my mouse was kind of like too sensitive and it was like all over the place. Anyhow. And it made a little bit of a difference. We'll wait for it. We'll see what happens. Maybe I have to go into safe mode. I don't know. But there's no pending update or anything like that. I'm just kind of letting it do its thing without touching anything. Just to see what happens. Connecting to online services. Okay, so we're here. I haven't touched anything yet. All right, well, this will take a second. See how I'm not thinking? I was like, oh, I'll just reboot my computer. But if I do that, it'll crash the stream. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. I think I am going to try safe mode then. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. See you later, Ken. Yeah, well, I guess I don't have a choice but to try it in safe mode just to see how it runs. See? It appears did not quit properly the last time it ran. Do you want to run in safe mode? This will change your system settings. See, that's the part I don't want. Well, I mean, I do have a pretty decent computer. I've never had this issue before, by the way. Just so you know. Call of Duty is the only game that sometimes gives me a bit of a headache. Yeah, I'm only using 5% of my CPU. Yeah, I mean, I do have an old computer. So I'm using 30%, no, 25% of my CPU in total because I'm streaming and all that stuff. I'm only using 50% of my graphics card, and I'm only using 40% of my RAM. So I'm definitely not bottlenecked anywhere. But now I'm going to try running the game just to kind of see what happens there. So I can't see the chat there right now for just a quick second. So my CPU just spiked to 100% momentarily. That's not good because it's full throttle. But I mean, I've played this game for hours and I've live streamed with no issues. See, now it dropped back down. Okay, good. It was just the initial spike. So now that I'm in the game, 60%, 50. Fucking hell. Yeah, my GPU got taxed. It hit 100. Hmm, that's really odd. Sorry, let me get back to the channel. Yeah, probably just the game then. COD PC ports aren't the best usually. Yeah, so this is going down the toilets. I'm not going to play this game, but I'm going to load World of Warcraft just to see if it's something to do with Blizzard for some reason in general, because don't be fooled by World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is an intensive game. It's a CPU heavy game. I just want to see if I'm able to get in the game. Because Call of Duty's not as demanding as you might think it is in some ways. It could just be that I need to reboot my computer, but that'll crash the stream, to be honest. I really did want to play. I really, really did want to play. Yeah, see? At about 60 frames. Online game, Blizzard game, still using the launcher. I don't seem to be having any issues here. And like I said, this game, if I check out my my stats or whatever, right now that I'm in the game, it was kind of the same with Call of Duty until I crashed. Once I was in the game, I'm only using 50% of my CPU, I'm only using 57% of my RAM, and I'm only using 35% of my GPU. It's upon the initial game launch that it spikes up, but that's kind of normal. So there's nothing too overly weird there. I'll just kind of fly around just for a quick minute. See if there's anybody around to kick their ass. Just really quick. I just want to make sure that there's nothing wrong with my computer because I was working with Skater XL fine. There was no issues there. And then with Call of Duty, I couldn't even get in the game. But I can promise you, though, if I rebooted my computer, it would probably work. So I'm just going to do this for a quick minute just to kind of make sure everything's smooth. I mean, things seem to be working fine. I don't know. That's a bit of a piss off, though. The reason I didn't want to try the safe mode... well, for the few people that are in here, do you want me to play some Ghosts of Tsushima a little bit? I was thinking of playing that. World of Warcraft is a game I do enjoy a lot. I like spending a little bit of time in it every day, but it can be a little bit slower. There could be... there could unfortunately not be too many moments with some combat. Right? It's just because the game's a little bit slower sometimes, trying to find people. Ghosts of Tsushima will have a bit more action, but doesn't necessarily mean it'll be better. I just wanted to make sure that my PC games were working okay. Hinterlands, Feralis, Duskwood. Anyone have any preferences? I don't know how much longer I'll have to stream. It's been about 40-ish minutes or so. But, we'll see. Right now, I'm just basically testing my computer to make sure it's running fine. Wanted to make sure it was an isolated incident with Call of Duty and not my computer. Yeah, it just, you know, like I said, if you play Call of Duty and all of a sudden you go and you play Persona 5, you might lose all your people that are watching you in that moment. You know, like if the game type is completely drastic. Because every game, technically, attracts a certain crowd, right? I mean, look at Asmongold. He has 50 to 60,000 people a day watch him at the same time playing World of Warcraft. He sits there, he talks, he plays World of Warcraft, and he's got 50 to 60,000 people. I could barely get 5 to 6. Where's he getting all the extra zeros? So, there's definitely a market for it, is what I'm saying. But it comes to a point where, depending on the streamer you're watching, if you like the person, you won't really care what game they play, and that's kind of the case for me too. The odd time when I watch someone, I don't really care what they play. Because you're not, at that point, so much there for the game they're playing. You're there for them. But maybe you're there for them because of the game they're playing. I don't know. It depends. I guess what I'm saying is, I would rather, check this out, I would rather watch a game I don't particularly care for if it means I like the streamer over watching a game I really enjoy, but I don't really like the streamer. Does that make sense? So at that point, the streamer takes precedence over how important the game is that he's playing or she's playing. Yeah, so Twitch to me is really easy to understand. Twitch is meant for streaming. Twitch is amazing. I could maybe show you at some point. Twitch is amazing because... Oh, another druid. I'll just wave at him. He'll probably think I'm trying to kill him. Twitch is amazing because when you play a game... I'll make sure they don't get killed. Don't even think about it there, pal. My horn in your ass. You won't like it. But, you don't need to title your video. You don't need to playlist your video. You don't need to put tags in your video. You don't need to thumbnail it. You don't need to do nothing. It's insane. Twitch, you just go to category, you punch in the game. It automatically, sort of thumbnails the game that you're playing. And then people that are searching actively for that game, let's say you want to see World of Warcraft, then you can sort by most viewers, least viewers. Some people don't like watching streamers that have too many viewers, like me, because you can't interact with the streamer. How the fuck are you supposed to interact with Nick Merckx or someone like a PewDiePie or any of the bigwigs on streaming platforms when you've got a chat that's going like 150 miles an hour? You can't do it. You're going to have a seizure just looking at the chat. Yeah, you need to send... Well, that's what happens, right? To slow down the chat. I mean, hear me out now. Hear me out. Before you go, what? When you're that big, and you've got tens of thousands of people following you, I guess I could understand at that point having subscriber-only chat. Or follower-only chat. It prevents the trolling. It slows down the chat to the more... I don't want to use the word serious fan. Just because you're not subscribed doesn't mean you don't like the person, but that helps to slow it down a bit. And then by subscribing, you usually have to pay, like you said, 5 or 10. Yeah, dedicated viewers, that's right. More dedicated, sure. I guess that can be a term that's used. And... But even at that point, when they've got 10,000 dedicated chatters or viewers, you're not going to be able to really interact with them. Your chances of getting a hello from them is next to impossible. But if you're just there to watch the gameplay and hear him talk, and you don't care about the back and forth chatting like we're doing, because there's only 4 other people in here, then I guess that doesn't matter. I have one of my best friends that I've known for 30 years... who likes to watch streamers, doesn't like to chat, doesn't want to say hello, doesn't feel the need to be acknowledged. He doesn't want any of that crap. He wants to sit there, relax, eat some chicken wings, drink a beer, whatever, relax after a hard day's work. And he wants to watch a streamer, and he doesn't give a shit if he gets any interaction with him. So I guess people have different reasons why they watch people. And me, when I watch someone... I have to admit, it's kind of nice if you're able to, be able to get a bit of chatting going on. Otherwise, it feels like a one-way conversation. So then you just sit by, you watch, you hang out because you like the streamer, and that's it. But yeah, I get what you mean. And then there's the whole thing with Twitch. Some people that let it get to their heads. Sorry, I won't be doing this for too much longer. I'm not too sure how many people like World of Warcraft. Anyone need a quick hand with a quest before I move on to another zone? I like helping people out in the game. The game can be sometimes punishing a little bit. Sometimes. Not as much as Classic, but... Yeah, and then there's... Sorry, I got distracted there. There's some streamers that get... I'm maximum level, so 120. I got almost, in bear form, almost 750,000 health. And then when I take my... when I take my protein shake, this is what happens to me. I get bigger. It's like extends, but it's my entire body that gets larger by 33%. I don't think anybody needs my help here. If this was WoW Classic, I'd be getting whispers like crazy. Oh my god, can you help me kill this? Can you help me kill that? It's pretty wild. Yeah. I don't even know if I finished my sentence from a minute ago. So the thing with a lot of Twitch streamers, or streamers in general, I've seen it happen before. I have seen it happen before, especially with that piece of shit, Wings of Redemption. Yeah, that's right, and I've called him out personally. It's a pile of hot garbage. Yeah, that's right. Alright, guys, that's it. And he starts bitching. And he says that unless people start paying up, he's not going to stream. I can't do this. I can't take the stress unless people start paying right now. I want to see $5 in the next 30 seconds. Can we do that right now, please? $5. Otherwise, there's just no fucking point to doing this. And then he takes his controller and he throws it. And this dude, yeah, I'll admit it, he's probably going to be 1,000,000 times more successful than I'm ever going to be in the social media, YouTube, Twitch world. And this guy's a fucking piece of shit. But people still watch him. People still defend him. Because they're fanboys. They're hardcore stans, as that expression goes. They're diehard. And to me, I don't know. The guy's not even that good at gaming. Hey, I'm not that great at gaming either. He's, I don't know. It's just really weird. But he complains a lot, and he yells, and he throws fits of rage. Maybe that's why people watch him, because they want to see him sidestep for a minute, say something controversial so they can record him, and then make fun of him later. But this guy gets a lot of donations. Like, wow. I don't know if you even know who I'm talking about, to the few people that are in here. Wings of Redemption. But he was kind of one of the original Call of Duty streamers. Some 10, 12, 15 years ago. When that started to become a thing. So because he was one of the originals, he's like the Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg of streaming. Just without any talent. Because there's really not much to him. He's got an absolute terrible personality, like I said. And he gets, like, really, really wild. I only really follow YouTubers on Twitch, but I hardly use it personally. I'd rather watch an edited video that's made to be entertaining. Yeah. Well, that's just it, too, eh? That's a different kind of, that's a different type of entertainment. That's right. There's the real time, like, engaging like this. And then what ends up happening is you also have... There we go. Seems to be working today. Anyone need help with a quest real quick before I move on? And then there's some videos I like to do, you know, where I do that goofy thing at the end where it's like, oh, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. I'll break it off in your ass. And I'll make sure the next time you play the game, this is what you get. You know, and I try to insert like a funny clip or something like that. And haha. Just trying to be different from the generic YouTuber, like I've said before, that's always like, make sure you like and subscribe, guys, and turn on the notification bell so you're always notified of my latest, greatest upcoming video. And it's like, shut up. That's what I always say is shut the fuck up with that generic bullshit. I don't care if the guy's got 50 fucking million subscribers and I've got 8,000. I will still make fun of that guy for just being unoriginal. No one ever tries to be different. They just sound copy and paste. Now, we could laugh and say, well, it's working. They get the amount of views in 5 minutes you get in 3 months. Okay, cool. But don't forget, YouTube success doesn't actually mean that you're good. Because if you saw Wings of Redemption and how many people follow that motherfucker, hot garbage. Hot garbage. Yeah. Sorry, let me reread that. Some YouTubers I've seen will pull up their analytics of the percentage of their viewers that are subscribed and not ask for more. Yeah, I never ask. I mean, I started my own thing, I'd like to think, because I've never heard anybody else. Because when I started YouTube, right? I know I'm just kind of flying around there. There's not much going on, but that's why the viewers are going down the toilet. But when I started YouTube, of course I looked at other YouTubers because that's what I used to do. But then I started watching, what do they say? How do they act? Just to kind of get a general impression. Then I would watch people like Jacksepticeye, your PewDiePies, your Markipliers, all your people in the 20s and 30s of millions of people. I would watch Keemstar and all these other people. And then I realized, you know, not to be an asshole, not to be conceited, not to be egotistical, because I'm not. But I was like, no offense, that's not who I want to be. That's not what I want to sound like. That's as successful as I would like to be. That's the type of following I would like. But I don't want to look or sound like that at all. Not even 1%. So then I knew I probably wasn't going to make it big because that seemed to be a trend. To be over the top, to be overhyped. To be overly excited like you've been on meth for 6 hours. And I was like, I can't do that. I'd just rather just be myself, be the guy next door, and that's it. And just try to be a little different with my outros, not try to have these long-winded, convoluted intros. And, you know, where you take up almost a minute before you get to the fucking point. So I tried doing something different where I was like, let me just get right down to business, to what people came here to see. And yes, I am trying it again because I'm stubborn. I want to see if I get a different result. And then again, I got sick and tired of people always saying the same thing on the outro. Okay, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. What do you mean make sure? Don't tell people what to do. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try safe mode and see if that helps. I was like, I don't want to tell people what to do. I want to let them know that I appreciated the fact that they came to see me. But I don't want to make them feel like they have to. Like they're going to listen to you anyways. So that's when I started saying, if you like the video, right? Thumbs up. But you can also give a video a thumbs down. Give people that option if they didn't like it. Maybe drop down below what it was you didn't like, so maybe I can improve upon things. And then if they wanted to subscribe, great. But then if they didn't, say thanks for stopping by anyways, you know. I've had people tell me that they've subscribed to me just based on that. Many, many times. Okay, so that didn't work. So even on low settings, it didn't work. And I get it. It's a marketing thing. I get that. You know what? I'm just going to switch over to Ghosts of Tsushima a little bit. We'll get into a game that's got a little bit of action before my viewers plummet to 0. Because I started off strong, and then it just, it tanked. But I broke a record. I had 11 or 12 concurrent viewers at the same time. But, yeah. So that's why I want it to be different, like I said. I didn't want to be better. This isn't a competition again. I wanted to be different. I wanted people to remember me as that guy that, yeah, sure, he might suck at Call of Duty. He's not that great, but he didn't tell me I had to subscribe. I've actually unsubscribed from one guy. I'm not going to say his name because he is a good person. He's a good YouTuber. He is a good person. But no offense, he gets on my fucking nerves. So I unsubscribed from him. This guy is growing like rapid fire because he's amazing. He really is really good. His production quality is top notch. He's got a good voice, a good presentation, a nice background behind him. He doesn't have a fucking reptile tank with 3 boas crawling around behind him. It just looks good. And this guy has, I think, like 8 or 9. He was pushing a million subscribers on YouTube. This guy has cemented his legacy. He made a video, which alone probably made him $5,000 on that video alone. And it was him pleading to people that weren't subscribed to him, that watch his content, to subscribe. That's what the whole video was about. Okay, he would be something along the lines of like, okay, guys, a lot of people watch my videos because all my videos get a couple of 100,000 views minimum. I'm like, He gets in one video what I get in a whole fucking month. Okay? It's not a jealousy thing. It's not. I'm envious. Sure, of course I am. He makes one video, 250,000 views. That's what I get in an entire 30 days. But he's already on a huge roll. And he'll be like, you're already watching my content. Why not subscribe? There's no reason why people wouldn't want to subscribe to me. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck over yourself. Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Well, look at my... Okay? I'm a nobody. Nobody. No one knows who the fuck I am. I make $500,000 a month on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. Me. $500,000 a month on YouTube. Who the fuck am I? There's money to be made. There's money to be made. And I'm poor as fuck. So you can bet your ass I'm gonna grind this shit out. But I'm gonna enjoy it too. I'm not just gonna do it because it's a paycheck. I do that. You think I'm enjoying getting 4, 5, 10 views? You think that pays the bills? No. I've live streamed over 100 times. I could be working right now on a video that I know will get maybe 3, 4, 500 views. Okay, so that's nothing to brag about. Yes, just from YouTube. Nobody else is paying me anything. Trust me. I'm not that special. That's what I'm getting at. So maybe that's why these other people feel like they gotta act goofy and silly. Because ultimately, it brings the viewers in. You think I'm gonna argue with a guy like Jacksepticeye, who's got like 35 million subscribers, how he should talk on YouTube? No. But no offense, I don't want to sound like that either. And it's wild. Like I said. Yeah. Well, there's a guy called Kid Behind the Camera. He's a clickbaiting prick. That's what his entire thing is on. His father, if I'm not mistaken, was Angry Grandpa. Who, I don't know if you guys know who he was. He passed away, I think, a couple of years ago. That guy was really funny. Anyways, Kid Behind the Camera is yeah, I don't give a shit. I've told him to his face before, so he probably didn't see it because again, I'm not socially relevant. I'm a nobody in the social media world. I only got 1,200 followers on Twitter, 14 or 15 people on Twitch, and 8,000 on YouTube. But I'll tell you this shit. The guy's a clickbaiting prick. Boogie2988 even called him out and said, you know, this is all you do. And he's like, yeah, but my subscribers know that it's clickbait. They're anxious to see what the clickbait is about, so it's become his gimmick. I still think it's hot garbage to clickbait. Plain and simple. There's just, to me, there's just no excuse for it. You're wasting people's time for new people that are coming in. But again, the guy's incredibly successful. I will probably never make a fraction of what that guy makes. I can admit that. But it's like I said before, that doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt me. That doesn't affect my ego whatsoever. Like I said, you can't look at YouTube's success as how much better someone is over someone else. You can be incredibly talented, you're never going to be noticed on YouTube. Ever. Potentially. Or you could be a complete lunatic with no talent. You're an asshole to everybody. You don't talk to anybody. And you could end up making it big. So that's why I don't get too discouraged with that. At all. Alright, so let's go quickly here, because I don't know how much more time I have. Right now I'm just casually unlocking a couple of... I'm at the lower part of the map, because it's fully liberated, and there's 3 parts to this game. And I thought that I would come back, even though it's pretty much completely uncovered, the entire map. I would go to some of the question marks. Not the most exciting, but if there's a couple of fights in along the way, I'll try not to purposely avoid it. Yeah, a lot of it is luck. I went on Twitter, and I posted a Batman video that I do, because I do like those cringy Batman videos. And I posted one that I confidently knew was amusing. It was decent. I was confident it was a decent video. It got 300 views. I made another video on Batman. Oh, and this was right at the beginning of someone's tweet. So it was like fresh. They tweeted it. I instantly responded so that my response would be right at the top. Everybody would see me. 300 views. I did another Batman video in response to somebody else on Twitter, but I was late responding. So I was like, yeah, there's already been thousands of replies. No one's going to watch this. They're not going to see it. They're probably done with this thread. Oh, it cranked out 100,000 views in less than 24 hours. But I can be honest with you. There was absolutely nothing funny about my video. It was kind of like a, oh, haha, you know, type thing. I'll fight them in a minute. I want to see where this fox brings me. And it got 100,000 views, but that's not because it was funny. My other video, I will argue, was funnier. Way funnier. It was a much better video. But people simply didn't watch it. Right? They didn't watch it because they didn't think it was funny. You don't know something's funny unless you have watched it. But by then, it's too late. The views are in. You've already added to the tally, right? You don't know if something's funny unless you watch it. You don't know if something's stupid unless you watch it. So, again, why did that one get 100,000 views? It was actually probably one of my worst Batman videos I've ever made. Because I do try to make them somewhat funny. If they're just kind of like a, whatever, I tend not to bother posting it. But I was doing a social media experiment. And it proved my point. It proved exactly my point. Ironically, coincidentally, my worst Batman video is my most successful one in terms of views. 100,000 views in a day. From a guy with only 1,000 followers. I'm sorry, that's kind of impressive. But it's nothing to brag about either. I could have farted in a box and I would have gotten just as many views. So that's what's interesting about social media. And I've done that multiple times. Which is why I'm smart, by the way. Or at least I'd like to think so. When I'm on Twitter, because you can get a shit ton of views there, you hit like a bitch. Come on. Alright, just for you, I'm going to switch stance. No. Is it this one? I don't remember. There. Sit your ass down. That's why now... Sorry, let me read what's being said here. It's that if you try, you not succeed, and if you not try, it works. Yeah. So what I do now... You know, like how sometimes you'll hear that expression, oh, look at this guy trying to be relevant. Yeah, I'm that guy. Absolutely. Of course I'm trying to be relevant. I'm trying to go on Instagram. I'm trying to go on Twitter, on Twitch, Livestream, regular upload. We're all trying to be relevant. That's how you get fucking paid, right? It's not by not trying. So I never understood that. Oh, look at this guy trying hard to be relevant. Yeah, absolutely. You're damn right I'm trying. Trying very hard. So I don't see how that's an insult. But that's why now when I go on Twitter, Twitter is one of the #1 places you can get a quick fix. Like a quick bang of a bunch of views and likes and stuff, right? And again, remember, people don't know if they're going to like your shit or hate it unless they watch it. So now when I go on Twitter, I'll tell you a little secret. You don't need a lot of followers on Twitter. You just need someone to post something that's already relevant, and then you reply to them. You reply to them. Or you follow a trendy hashtag. And what ends up happening there is because a guy like me, which means anybody can do this, can get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, quickly upload something to YouTube. I have a folder in my YouTube that nobody can see. It's not that I don't want you to see it. It's because you wouldn't understand the context of what I'm saying when I do my Batman impressions, because I'm replying to a very specific trend that was hot in that moment. It's one of those you had to be there. And if you watched it, you would be like, what? Like it wouldn't make any sense to you whatsoever. So I have an unlisted private folder called Twitter. And when I see something trending, I will quickly respond to it, upload it on Twitter or on YouTube. I won't thumbnail it. I don't tag it. The only thing I do is playlist Twitter. Playlist Twitter. It takes 2 seconds. I don't want to get into the whole fancy bullshit thing. Because at that point, you don't want people to search you on YouTube to find it. You're hoping to get off the hype train from the trend on Twitter. And if you nail 100,000 views, you just pocketed $300. Ish. $300 for something that could have taken you 30 seconds to a minute to do. It doesn't have to be skillful. It's just all about timing and luck a little bit. But I've done that multiple times. But I didn't do it on YouTube first and then uploaded it to Twitter. So I never got paid for it. Because of that, because I didn't think it was possible. But now that's what I do. Because, like I said, if I can get $300 to say something for 30 seconds, yeah. I'll go for that. Abso-frickin-lutely. I have also one game video about Fallout game on my gaming channel that has over 24,000 views. Nice. And that video was just a test video about fraps back then. Don't get... Well, that... And again, not to be rude. This applies to me and everybody else. It's a straight up fact. Your video got 24,000 views, but not because it's necessarily good. One second, sorry. How much longer do I have? Just let me know. I will probably have to go, sorry, in like the next couple of minutes. I might be able to come back in a couple of hours, but yeah. Yeah, so sorry. So your video got 24,000 views, but again, to be blunt, straight up facts, and this applies to me and everybody else. I'm no exception to the rule. It didn't get views necessarily because it was good or bad. However, don't get me wrong, if it was good, which I'm sure it was, and it got a decent reception in terms of thumbs up versus thumbs down, it may have also been shared a lot. Hey, guys, check out this video. Guy could have brought it to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Okay. All right, I'll get ready in the next minute. Yeah, this is what happens, but hey, at least I've been doing this for well over an hour. So I do have to go. Sorry. The beginning, we had the skateboarding, then it got a little slow with the World of Warcraft, not much going on there. I was trying to get into Call of Duty, that didn't quite work out. I'm going to reboot my computer. I'll be back maybe in an hour or two or something. I got to take care of some normal real-life stuff. Maybe, but the thing that one was that I didn't try to even make that. Yeah, I get it. A lot of my videos are like that as well. Most of my successful videos on YouTube aren't really videos that are special. There may be a video that nobody decided to talk about and didn't realize that a lot of people would have wanted to see that specific content. So there's that. So then people search something and you're the only person that shows up because they don't have a choice. There is nobody else talking about that thing. Or everybody else is talking about that thing, but you did it a little bit better. They liked it, they shared it, and then it spreads, right? Or it completely sucked, but you got lucky, which, no offense, can happen half the time, and you still end up getting a lot of views. Yeah, no problem, thanks. Like I said, for the next little while, until I gather up a little bit more people on Twitch, I will probably eventually move away from YouTube to Twitch. It's just really hard to say. YouTube, I get more views, 50 to 100 views overall on the live stream, on the playback. Twitch, I get 1-2 views. I've got like 17, 18 followers on Twitch. I've got 8,200 on YouTube. But if I can get paid from Twitch and YouTube, that's where the magic would be. Anyhow, I do gotta go. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Nice. And like I said, I should be back in a couple of hours-ish. And we'll go from there. And hopefully Call of Duty will be working. I'll test it first because I do want to get more into a little bit more action in my next live stream. I feel like this live stream was a bit more about just chatting. There wasn't a lot of action except for the beginning with Skater XL. WoW was very subtle, just flying around, cruising this. Didn't really do much. But, yeah. All right, gotta go, and I shall be back soon.